Welcome to Men Gigs. I like to kick off with a quote. Here is a legendary one to start with. To avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. Elbert Hubbard. Gentlemen, if you've ever felt like people dislike you for reasons you can't quite explain, if you've noticed that you rub people the wrong way without even trying, congratulations. You might just be a Sigma male. The truth is, Sigma males don't attract hate because they're bad people. They attract hate because they disrupt the norm. In a world where most people seek validation, crave attention, and follow the herd, the Sigma male stands apart, silent, independent, and completely unfazed by social expectations. And that, gentlemen, is a serious problem for those who need control. But why exactly do people resent Sigma males so much? What is it about their mindset, their presence, their very existence that triggers envy, insecurity, and even hostility? Today, we're breaking down the dark truth behind this phenomenon. 10 reasons why Sigma males get so much hate. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and join this community of men who refuse to conform. Let's get into it. Number 1. Sigma males are a threat to the social hierarchy. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Mark Twain. Society operates on an unspoken rule. Know your place. People naturally fall into categories. The dominant alphas, the submissive betas, and the followers in between. Then, there's the Sigma male, the ghost in the system, the one who doesn't fit anywhere. Unlike the alpha, who craves leadership, and the beta, who craves guidance, the Sigma, he craves freedom. He doesn't play into the traditional power structure. He walks his own path, refusing to bow to authority or demand submission from others. And that makes him unpredictable. Think about characters like John Wick or Jason Bourne. They don't flex dominance like alphas, yet they command immense respect. They work alone, make their own rules, and the system doesn't know what to do with them. When people can't classify you, they fear you. And when they fear you, they hate you. Number 2, you don't seek validation, and that infuriates people. Care about people's approval, and you will always be their prisoner. Lao Tzu. Most people desperately want approval. Social media, groupthink, peer pressure, it's all driven by a need to be liked. But you're different. You don't post for likes. You don't chase compliments. You don't shape your life around what others think. And that drives people crazy. Why? Because when you don't seek validation, it makes those who do look weak. People want you to play the game, to beg for attention like they do. When you refuse, it exposes their insecurities. Instead of fixing themselves, they take the easy route, resentment. Number 3, you move in silence, and that's unsettling. Never announce your moves before you make them. Sun Tzu. In today's world, people overshare everything. They tweet their goals. They post their every move. They seek permission before making decisions. But you stay quiet. You don't tell people what you're working on. You don't broadcast your success until it's already happened. You don't explain yourself. And that unnerves people because they can't read you. Look at Elon Musk. He doesn't announce every project he's working on. He simply executes. And when the world finally sees it, it's already too late. That's the Sigma mindset. Your silence is power. And those who rely on noise, they hate that power. Number 4, you reject fake friendships and superficial bonds. Surround yourself with those who see your value, not those who fear your potential. Unknown. Most social relationships are built on convenience, not loyalty. Fake friendships, transactional relationships, empty small talk, it's everywhere. But a Sigma, you don't entertain nonsense. You don't waste time on fake people. You walk away from shallow relationships. You prioritize quality over quantity. This offends people because they expect you to play along, to fake laugh, to stroke their egos. When you refuse, they call you rude, antisocial, or arrogant. But the truth is, you just refuse to settle for mediocrity. Number 5, you can't be manipulated, and that bothers the weak. A person who can't be manipulated is a person who can't be controlled. Unknown. Weak people thrive on manipulation. They guilt trip, emotionally blackmail, and use passive aggression to control others. But a Sigma, you see through all of it. You don't fall for sob stories. You recognize manipulation from a mile away. You don't let people guilt trip you into compliance. And that angers those who rely on deception to get their way. If someone can't manipulate you, their only option is to resent you. Number 6, you're comfortable being alone, and that's unusual. Loneliness adds beauty to life. It puts a special burn on sunsets and makes night air smell better. Henry Rollins. Most people are terrified of being alone. They constantly need distractions, company, or social validation. But you actually prefer solitude. You thrive in your own space. You use alone time to grow, reflect, and sharpen your skills. You don't need people to feel complete, and that confuses the masses. To them, someone who enjoys solitude must be lonely, antisocial, or strange. But in reality, your solitude is your superpower. Number 7, you think for yourself, and that's dangerous to the masses. The man who follows the crowd will go no further than the crowd. Albert Einstein. Most people are followers. They believe whatever they're told, accept social norms without questioning, and fear standing out. But you think independently, and that makes you a threat. People don't like free thinkers. Free thinkers challenge the system. They disrupt narratives. They force people to question things. And the easiest way for society to deal with independent thinkers? Demonize them. Number 8, you succeed without seeking attention, and that breeds jealousy. A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinion of sheep. George R.R. Martin. Most people chase success for one reason, to impress others. But you grind in silence. And that drives people insane. Why? Because you prove that success doesn't require validation. Instead of using your quiet success as motivation, people take the easy route, envy. Number 9, you expose people's insecurities just by being yourself. The better you become, the more you expose the weaknesses of those who refuse to improve. David Goggins. Most people walk around with hidden insecurities. They pretend to be confident, strong, and self-assured, but deep down, they're crippled by self-doubt. Then you step into the room. You don't seek validation. You don't beg for approval. You don't follow trends or people's expectations. And that makes people uncomfortable. Because without even saying a word, you expose their weaknesses. They see you standing tall in your self-sufficiency, and suddenly, their own dependence on external validation becomes painfully obvious. Instead of fixing their issues, they take the easy way out, hating you for making them feel inadequate. Ever notice how people try to discredit those who succeed quietly? Instead of admiring them, they say, "He must be lucky. He thinks he's better than us. He's just weird and antisocial." What they're really saying is, "I can't handle the fact that he's doing better than me without even trying." Sigma males don't trigger hate by attacking people. They trigger hate just by being a mirror, reflecting the insecurities of those too weak to improve themselves. Number 10, you don't play by society's rules, and that makes you a problem. Society teaches you to fit in. The moment you refuse, you become the enemy. Unknown. Let's be real. Society loves predictable men. They want you to follow the script, get a job, follow orders, fit into the system. Stay quiet, don't question anything, don't challenge the status quo. And if you step outside those lines, you become a threat. A Sigma male refuses to be controlled. You carve your own path, reject the 9 to 5 trap, live by your own code, and refuse to be programmed. And that is why people hate you. The corporate system hates you because you won't be their slave. Weak men hate you because you don't seek approval. The media hates you because you see through their lies. Fake leaders hate you because you think for yourself. They can't label you, they can't control you, and they can't manipulate you. So they attack you instead. But that's fine. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be free. Gentlemen, hate is just proof that you're winning. People don't hate what's average. They hate what they can't control, understand, or compete with. So wear their hate like a badge of honor. Keep moving in silence. Keep leveling up. And let your results do the talking. If you got value from this, like this video, subscribe, and join this community of men who refuse to be average. Having said this, Remain positive gentlemen.